Our adventure to the 2016 SASS Oregon State Championship match got off to a rough start when, at about the halfway point into our trip, I discovered I had no trailer brakes on the night house. I figured I had simply blown a fuse, so I pulled over to check it out, only to discover that I had been dragging my pigtail connection from the night house to the Jed I van, and it had worn completely through the center of the cable. All 7 wires had been severed, leaving us with no turn signals and no brakes. But we try and travel prepared for any adventure along the road. So with a quick snip here and a quick wrap there, all 7 wires in the pigtail connection were reconnected and we were back on the road. And we made it. The repairs held, and Kook and I made it into camp here on the home range of the Pine Mountain Posse. We got all set up and caught up with several of our pards last night, and now we're ready to do some shooting. I checked the roster for our posse, posse number 1, and we've got 16 shooters listed on that posse. So the 16 of us will shoot the 12 stages of the Single Action Shooting Society's Oregon State Championship match together over the course of 2 days. Are you all ready to see that? Then let's go meet the folks on Posse 1 and see how they shoot. First up on stage number 1 is my pard from Washington, Wrongo Starr.
Right on table?
Right on table.
You can't hit a bull in the house with the banjo.
Stand by! 2156, that's 2156. Spotter showing Greene. 2156, that's Greene.
Wrongo placed 12th overall and was 2nd in the 49er category. You'll see more of him in our Top Gun shoot-off coverage from this year's Oregon State Championship match. On stage 2 is Jumpoff Joe. Jumpoff Joe's wife, Mattie Jean, also shot with us, and we'll see her shoot on a later stage.
Stand by! Spotters, clean, clean, and clean.
Wow, good job, Joe!
Joe was 46th place overall and 5th in Elder Statesman.
Better get out your ass if you want to get in a gunfight with me.
Stage 3 is my longtime pard, Buffalo Wings. Wings worked hard to make a comeback from a stage disqualification on the very first stage of the match, as you can see here. After firing his pistols, he misses the holster with his left-hand gun. He was too focused on grabbing the shotgun shells. Wings made a good comeback. And ended up in 41st place overall and 1st place duelist, making him the Oregon State Champion Duelist for 2016. Stage 4 shows us the shooting skills of the father-son combo, a cool Ducky fish. And cool Ducky Fish's father, Cimarron River Deacon. Cimarron placed 74th overall and 5th in 39er category. His guppy, the cool Ducky fish, went home as the Oregon State champion in the buckaroo category and placed 77th overall.
Nice run.
On stage 5, I had originally intended to show Buxton Lookout.
Buxton! Lookout!
But my downrange camera was set to photo, and my shooter's camera was set too low to capture Buxton shooting the full stage. We did capture him saying what ended up being one of the funniest and most misquoted lines from the match, though.
I always did say that whorehouse was a gold mine.
Stand by!
That line eventually ended up being warped by other shooters into tales of me being at this brothel, all of which led my sidekick to deliver this classic stage line.
All right. Can we stop talking about my dad in the whorehouse, please?
Stand by. Get. You gotta hit the target. There you go.
Son of a...
You gotta hit the target. There you go. Target, not poke. 4-8.
Rifles here.
4804.
They already got your rifle, kiddo.
To the unloading table, please.
Hope you brought enough shotgun shells this weekend.
Two.
Hey, I hope you brought enough shotgun shells this weekend because you're not getting any of mine.
Kook ended up 70th overall and took home the title of the Oregon State Champion in the ladies' black powder gunfighter category. Buxton Lookout was 18th place overall and 2nd in the senior duelist category. Wrapping it up on our last stage of day 1 is Tetherow Tex LaRue on stage 6.
Who keeps doing that to me?
Move it.
Move on. 5365 if you want to know.
No,
Long-
nobody wants to know
Long
that.
guns to the unloading table.
Tex shot against me in the Frontier Cartridge Gunfighter category and gave me a good run for my money this year. Tex came in 2nd place this year, and I held my title as Oregon State Champion Frontier Cartridge Gunfighter. Oh, there's a camera.
This one.
Hey, that's the YouTube guy! I've seen him online!
What is a lady of the evening? Stand by. Long gun?
That's it for day 1 of the Oregon State Championship match. Stay tuned to Jed I TV for our full coverage of day 2, as well as the entire Top Gun shoot-off from the 2016 Oregon State Championship.
Subscribe to Jed I TV! Yeehaw!
So this is kind of cool. We actually get to use our NRA Leatherman that I got for renewing 1 year. So that comes in handy. Thank you to the National Rifle Association. It's almost like they're sponsoring this episode of Jed I TV.